Hello everyone, great to see you again. So this is the 17th of January 2021 on Sunday. So every Sunday I give a talk about the markets, forex pairs, and commodities, and also indexes. And then we're gonna cover some of the news, some of the fundamental news next week. So let's check some charts right now. So how are you everyone? Catching some trends from last week. So for those who are new to my channel, my name is K. Just like a little K. My name is K, and I am a Japanese professional forex trader in Tokyo, Japan. And on this YouTube channel, I mainly talk about how not to lose the market and how to become a non-losing trader over time. So the risk management is very important, and also the trend follow is very important. I used to lose over time for the first 2 years when I first started the forex trades, because I was basically trading in the range market because I wanted to find more opportunities, and that's why not taking trade in the range market, and I lost a lot. You know, there are some wins, but eventually the losses were more than the wins, and that's why I lost it over time. And that's why I lost one account, and another one I lost it half. So that's when I came back to demo account and really put this trend follow strategy into practice by Ichimoku. And then afterwards, gradually, I became profitable. So hopefully, you learn the way I analyze chart by Ichimoku, and to capture which one is trending, which one is not, so that you can also be profitable, and also you can be a non-losing trader over time. So before starting here, just a quick disclaimer: this information is purely based on my experience knowledge, so when you take trades, please do with your own risk. So let's see. So let's start from these forex pairs. Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Great to see you. I can see lots of comments today too. So great to see everyone here on the live stream. Alright, so let me come back to comments later, and let me first start my analysis. So every week I check weekly charts because it's the weekly candle close on these forex pairs. So it's better to look at how the weekly candle closed last Friday, so that we can see the overall picture of the market. So let's see. First of all, let's check the USD CHF pair, and this is a weekly chart, and this is a beautiful downtrend. We see Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below the candle. So this is the market that you want to look for the sell chance. I mean, this is not ranging, this is downtrending on the weekly chart, so it's a nice one. And also the last week candle was bullish, but because this is still below the Tenkan Sen, I expect the market go bearish next week. And with that in mind, I watch the daily chart. And going down to this daily chart, now the market is in between the Kijun Sen and the Kumo here. And Chikou span is also overlapping with the candles. So as we saw earlier, this is downtrending. So next week, what we can expect is that first, the market goes down this way. It might be resisted by this trend line. It might be resisted and going down this way, and next Monday or Tuesday I expect the market below the Kijun Sen in the daily chart, and that's exactly when I start to look for the sell chance. So when you see whichever market you look at and whichever time frames you look at, when you see the market in between the Kijun Sen and the Kumo, this is a sign of staying away. You don't want to look for any trades right here, because this is basically in the range as per Ichimoku definition. And if you see the Kumo here, the Kumo is flat and the Kijun Sen is also flat. So you know, from these reasons, this is not the best timing to look for the buying edge or selling edges. So let's just wait until the daily candlestick comes below the Kijun Sen and look for the sell chance afterwards. Is this USD CHF pair. Okay, and let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD weekly chart now showing still uptrending. So overall, this is uptrending. We see the Kumo up, I mean Senko span A is up, Senko span B is flat, but A is up, and Kumo is gaining a thickness. And also the Kijun Sen is above, upwards above the Kumo, and also Tenkan Sen is also moving upwards. And the Chikou span is above the candles, so this is a uptrend. So I expect the market goes up continuously this way. And last week was bearish candle, and exactly touching the Tenkan Sen over here now. So next week, let's see if the market is going to be supported by the Tenkan Sen and goes up or not. When the market breaks the Tenkan Sen next week, then it can go down to the Kijun Sen. So we will see if it happens next week or not. And also in the daily chart, it's downtrending. I mean, this is retracing backwards. Overall, it's uptrending, but now the market is below the Kijun Sen here, and the Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. This is the range market. So it may go up from here, or it may go down to the Kumo next week, and at this moment we don't know which way it's going. So that's the finding. So next week, if the market continues to go down to the Kumo, what's gonna happen is the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen should dead cross, and probably before that, the Chikou span should break the candles downwards, and this should be happening first. And then Chikou span, the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen dead cross should happen next, and then the Kumo breakout might happen at the start point. So let's see if it happens next week or not. But at this moment, like I said before, because the Kumo flat and also the Kijun Sen is flat, the market might go up afterwards. So we'll see on that one. Oh, by the way, I'm selling this one. I'm selling it because I was based on the 4-hour chart trend. In 4, it was downtrending, so I'm just taking the sell, but that will be on hold until the 4-hour chart goes flat. So next week, when I see the Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat, then I will exit. I will look for the exit timing when it happens. But until it happens, I keep holding the sell. And that's what I mean by taking a trade on the 4-hour chart trend. So let's go to the next one, AUD USD pair on the weekly chart. So let's see. Okay, so this is another beautiful uptrend. We see Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span is also uptrending. So this is a nice, beautiful uptrend. So we can expect the market go up continuously this way. However, one thing that I noticed is that there is a inside bar. The second previous week, highs and low are exactly engulfing the last week candle. So this is the type of engulfing, and when it breaks downwards this way, this can be the sign of reversal. But once it breaks upwards, then that will be a confirmation for the continuous uptrend. So let's see which one happens. And so in between this highs and lows on this previous candlestick here, we better wait because it might be in a range. It may range until it breaks out towards either direction. So, and this is a typical move when you see this engulfing candle, I mean inside bar candlestick. So when you see this, I would wait until it breaks towards either direction. So that's AUD USD pair, and let's go to the next one, USD CAD. Alright, another nice trend, and this is downtrending. Very nice downtrending. So yeah, Kumo down, right? Senko span B flat, but A is down, and it's got a nice thickness of the Kumo. Stable downtrend, and the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both downwards, and the Chikou span is also downwards on this weekly chart. So yep, this is another a good sign of downtrend. So next week we expect the bearish candlestick to form. So let's go to the next one, AUD JPY. Weekly chart shows it's also uptrending, and also here we see another engulfing candle. We see a another engulfing. The previous candle was bullish candle, and last week was bearish, and is exactly within the previous candlestick. So this is another type of engulfing. So better wait until it breaks towards either direction. Well, in this case, I expect the market goes upwards because we see Kumo is up and Kijun Sen is flat at the moment, but because I see this, there is a gold cross above the Kumo, which is quite significant indication for the continuous uptrend. So I expect the market continue to grow upwards this way, but I will be looking for the buy chance after this engulfing is broken upwards. If it breaks downwards, then I will just stay away. So let's go to the next one, AUD CAD pair. Alright, AUD CAD is like the similar pattern as AUD JPY. We see another engulfing candle. So looks like lots of engulfings on this weekly chart, which is quite interesting. Right, another engulfing candle after thrust up, engulfing, so sign of consolidation. And Kumo's uptrending, right, bullish Kumo, and the Kijun Sen is flat. But because I saw there is another gold cross above the Kumo, I still expect the market grows upwards this way. And Chikou span is above the candles too. On the AUD JPY, the Chikou span was above the candles, like this. So yeah, on this AUD CAD also, I expect the market goes up and breaks the previous high upwards this way. So that's what I'm waiting for on this AUD CAD. So let's go to USD JPY. Alright, USD JPY looks to be quite interesting last week because we see bearish Kumo and the Kijun Sen being flat, and we see doji candlestick right here. Chikou span is below the candle, so this is bearish momentum, and because I see there's a doji candlestick, and so I expect the market be in the range probably next week. I mean until it breaks either direction, it should be in the range like this, I mean on the weekly chart. But one thing I noticed right now is that the market has been resisted by this Tenkan Sen. It's been resisted by the Tenkan Sen, so after this doji candlestick, and if the doji breakout happens towards downwards next week, then that will be a sell chance. But if it breaks upwards this way, then I won't take any trades. So this level, at this 103.509 level, if it breaks downwards this way, then that will be a sell chance. So that's what I'm waiting for on this USD JPY. And moving on to Euro AUD. Alright, Euro AUD weekly chart shows another continuous downtrend. No doubt this is downtrending because the Kumo's going down, both the Senko span BA down and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, right? And also dead cross below the Kumo, which is quite significant over here. Ever since it's going down this way, and also Chikou span is below the candles. So yeah, I expect the market go down continuously. and there is a previous low over here at this 1.5689 area, but looks like it's broken downwards last week. So I expect the market continues to go down this way. So I continue to look for sell chance on this one next week, Euro AUD. The daily chart is also downtrending like this. The daily chart also downtrending, so I'm looking for the sell chance next Monday onwards. So Euro GBP weekly chart, it's ranging and no trend, so better to stay away in this condition, right? Kumo exactly flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span overlapping with the candles. I wouldn't say that this is a breakout because this is still in the range. The Chikou span is still in the range, so I wouldn't say that this is a breakout. Chikou span should come below the previous support, and that will be a sign of the breakout. But right now, it's not still in the range to me. So yeah, no trace on this one. Last week was bearish, but overall it's still in the range, so it might be supported in this area, and it may go up next week. I mean, when you see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span is very close to candles like this, in this case, you can expect the market bounce on the previous support resistance. That's a tendency of these 100 lines of Ichimoku. So it's quite interesting to see if it happens. And even the market breaks downwards this way, I wouldn't take a sell because this is a bullish Kumo. So until the Kumo becomes bearish and that the Kijun Sen comes downwards and breaks the Kumo downwards, I wouldn't look for the sell chance because overall it's in the range. If you zoom out a little bit, this is still in the bigger scope range. So I think I will just stay away on this one. So let's go to the pound yen. The pound yen weekly chart is now looks like uptrending, but it's kind of doubtful that it breaks upwards this way because like I said before, the Kumo is flat and the Kijun Sen is flat at the moment. So when you see Kijun Sen flat, Kumo flat, then it can be resisted here and goes backwards next week. So if you want to buy, better to wait until it breaks upwards this way, and then you can take a buy. And it's kind of interesting to see Kumo right now, and this weekly pound yen is at the Kumo Senko span B is moving down and flat, while Senko span A continues to go up, and this is the divergence of the Kumo here. And when you see divergence of the Kumo of Senko span B and A, this is another sign of the range. So that also means this might be resisted here and goes backwards next week. So we'll see if it happens or not next week. And let's go to pound USD. Alright, pound USD, a weekly chart shows this is up Kumo, up Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Chikou span. So this is uptrending, right? Unlike pound yen, right? This is still, resisted at the top, but pound USD is growing upwards, broke the previous highs upwards over here, and still growing upwards. So overall, I can say that this is uptrending. So I would say that I look for the buy chance next week. And when it breaks out, I mean, if I can move the candle a little bit to the backwards, like maybe over here, when the market exactly broke the previous high, maybe over here, you see the uptrend, where you see Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and the Chikou span upwards. And then you can expect the market go up continuously this way. But unlike this structure, pound yen, right, Kumo flat and Kijun Sen is flat. So you can see the difference how the market might be resisted and going backwards on this pair. So this is one of the signs to expect whether market breaks the support or resistance or not by these Ichimoku lines. So let's go to Euro JPY. Euro JP weekly chart is showing another uptrending. Now, last week was retracing backwards, broke the previous low downwards this way. However, I still see the Kumo is up and Kijun Sen is up. Tenkan Sen is also uptrending, and Chikou span is still above the candles, so it might be supported by the Tenkan Sen and goes up this way. It's my expectation. So I still see there is a continuous uptrend, so I look for the buy chance next week. And Pound AUD weekly chart shows flat. It's in the flat ranging market, right? Kumo flat and Kijun Sen is flat, right? Chikou span is below the candles, but this is still flat in the Kumo and Kijun Sen. So in this case, the market still might be supported at this previous low on this 1.7479 area and goes up this way. I mean, comes back to the Kijun Sen or the Kumo. So yeah, this is not the best timing to look for the sell chance yet until the Kumo and Kijun Sen goes down. So CAD JPY, yeah, this is gradually moving up. It's Kumo's up, and I think the Kijun Sen is up sloping, and Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. So overall, this is uptrending. There is a N wave. There is a bullish N wave like this. So I expect the market goes up continuously this way. And going to CHF JPY. CHF JPY weekly chart is still uptrending. I see Kumo up, Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen is flat, but Chikou span is above the candles. So this one also is uptrending. So in the long term, on this weekly basis, in this case, I expect the market goes up this way. It breaks the previous high at this 117.67 and goes up this way from these reasons. But if the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, or if the Kumo and Kijun Sen becomes flat next week or next week, then it might be resisted here and goes backward this way. So we will see if it happens this month or next month. But for now, I can still see the power of breakout, so I still look for the buy chance on this one. And Euro CAD, flat ranging, right? Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and not only that, the market is in between the Kijun Sen and the Kumo here. So range, no trends, and no trace. Alright, Euro CHF. Weekly chart is in the Kumo here, Kumo flat, and Kijun Sen in the Kumo here, Chikou span touching the candles. So no trends, no trace. Okay, so that covered the whole Forex pairs on my watch list. So let's go to commodity. I will look at the gold and oil. So first the gold, weekly chart. Okay, so what do we see here is that this is flat ranging. So Kumo flat and Kijun Sen is flat. Chikou span is actually in the Kumo in the candles now. So this is flat ranging market, right? So in this case, the market might go up and it can go down, and I don't know which way it's going. So better to stay away in this kind of market. There's a channel. There is a descending channel like this way, but yeah, we never know. Still, it can break upwards this way too, because Kumo and Kijun Sen are flat. So let's break it down to the daily chart and see what we see here. So daily chart is now still in the range market. We see Kumo flat and the Kijun Sen is also flat, and Chikou span is exactly touching the candles. So this is not the best timing to look for the trading edges. So last week there was a huge spike and now it's into the Kumo. It technically broke the Kumo downwards, but because the Kumo flat itself, there is no direction at the moment. So I would buy until I would buy when the market comes above the Kumo, and Kumo Senko span A or B goes up, and Kijun Sen goes up this way, and then I will take a buy. I will look for the buy chance then. Or if the market keeps going down this way, then the Kumo should twist bearish. Let me delete these lines. The Kumo, if the market goes down this way, then sooner or later the Kumo should twist bearish, and also Kijun Sen comes below the Kumo, and Chikou span comes below the candles, then that will be a sell chance. But until one of these scenarios happen, I would stay away. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, US oil. Right, I will come back to these comments later, so please enjoy my talk for now. So US oil, the weekly chart. The weekly chart shows that this is uptrending because the Kumo Senko span B flat, but Senko span A is up. And we see that there's a Kumo divergence here, Senko span A, B towards different directions. But good news is that the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen gold cross happens exactly over here, the previous last week. And also Chikou span is above the candles. So in this condition, I expect the market goes up continuously this way. And the daily chart shows also uptrending. Right now it's consolidating. There is a outside bar on this candlestick. So if you're looking for the buy chance, then better to wait for the breakout. Otherwise, the market can come back to the Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen, because Kijun-sen flat. And once the Kumo goes flat too, once the Senko span A and B goes flat, then we better stop looking for the buy. But next week, I think the market breaks upwards this way, then that will be a great buy chance too. So that's the oil from Ichimoku perspective. There's lots and lots of fundamental things like US election, a blue wave and all these, but this is Ichimoku lecture, so I will focus on this Ichimoku analysis for now. Alright, so let's go to some indexes. Indexes are quite interesting too these days. So first, starting from Nikkei weekly chart, it's uptrending, right? No doubt uptrending, so still moving up. Looking for the buy would be great. And let's go to Dow Jones weekly chart, now consolidating, and there is a engulfing bar. There is a inside bar here. So, but I still see that there is a uptrend potential. So I wait for the break. I would wait for the break on this 31.2 and look for the buy. Okay, and go to the US 100. Yeah, another nice uptrend. We see Kumo up, and Kijun-sen is flat at the moment because there is a engulfing. But still, I can see the potential uptrending because the Tenkan-sen is upwards. So it shows the short term is uptrending, and also Chikou span is still above the candles. So I expect the market goes up this way and breaks the previous high upwards. 13,170 will be breaking upwards, and then that will be a great buy chance. So that's Nasdaq. That's 100. And then let's go to S&P 500, and this is another uptrend. This is another nice uptrend because the Kumo up, Kijun-sen up, and Tenkan-sen up, and Chikou span is retracing, but this is above the candles. And here we see another engulfing. another engulfing candlestick on the weekly chart, and I also expect the market goes up this way, breaks the previous high, because Kumo up and the Kijun Sen is up. So among these three US market, US indexes, Dow Jones and Nasdaq and S&P 500, among these three indexes, which one most likely will break upwards will be the S&P 500, because the Kumo is thicker and the Kijun Sen is pointing upwards. So I would focus on this S&P, and once it breaks, that will be a buy chance. So let's go to Euro stocks. Euro stocks weekly chart. Yeah, previously there was a gold cross above the Kumo, which is quite significant, like I said last week. And also there is another engulfing candle. So there's like inside bars everywhere in the market, which is quite interesting. Because there was retracement last week, and that's why there was engulfing. But now I can see overall indexes are still uptrending. So once it breaks, I expect the market goes up sharply, because I can see there are stops above here of the sellers, and once the market takes all these stops, then it goes upwards. So let's just wait for the breakout next week and look for the buy. And the next one, FTSE 100, right? This one is also the range. I mean, it's retracing backwards. And sorry, I don't know why this FTSE 100 always shows no Kumo and no, like, these previous charts. But one thing I can say here is that there is an engulfing bar after the huge upwards uptrend last week. Last week was bearish and engulfing inside bar. So to be safer, you want to wait for the breakout previous high on this 69.74 and look for the buy. Okay, pretty simple. So let's go to the CAC France. CAC France also shows engulfing bar. So last week was basically retracement everywhere in the market and engulfing inside bar. So once it breaks, that will be a buy chance, because I still see Kumo up and Kijun Sen is flat, but the Tenkan Sen is up, and there was a gold cross above the Kumo and Kijun Sen, and Chikou span is above the candles. So that will be a buy chance after the breakout. Once it retraces backwards, breaks it backwards, then no trade will be the answer. So let's move on to the Nifty. Nifty is uptrending still. It's a continuous uptrending. I think ever since I tried to analyze this Nifty, I think I always say uptrend. But yeah, because this is a beautiful uptrend. We see Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Chikou span, everything's up. So this is like a textbook Ichimoku uptrend. So no doubt it goes up continuously, and I think this is all-time high. Yeah, this is all-time high right now. So yeah, I think it still grows from technical perspective until the either Senko span BA and Kijun Sen flat. This is uptrending. So that's a Nifty chart. Last week was Doji, a very small candle with a less volatility, but this is uptrending. So yeah, I think it grows uptrending next week too. So let's move to Hansen. Alright, Hansen index also shows uptrending, and because the Kumo up and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span is also uptrending, and there is a thrust up right now. So I expect the market goes bullish on this bullish in the wave structure like this. I mean, the market might retrace next week to this level, to 28,026. It might retest and continue to go up this way, or it might be resisted at the top of this 29209 level. It might be resisted but it still continues to go up as long as you see Kumo Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen uptrending, and Chikou span above the candles. I expect the market goes up continuously. So just be careful for this consolidation or retest. Then it should be good. And the next one is AU200, and now this is ranging at the moment still. We see Kumo up, but Kijun Sen has been flat for the previous 4 weeks or 5 weeks. But the Tenkan Sen is uptrending, and Chikou span above the candles. So that means, as the market grows horizontally, the market might be supported by this Tenkan Sen and goes up this way. Tenkan Sen shows the short-term market momentum, and the short-term shows uptrending. So I expect the market breaks upwards sometime next week or next week. And also, as you already might notice, there is another engulfing inside bar. So this is a typical a range breakout strategy where we see before it was a outside bar, and then after outside formed, there is an inside over here. So outside bar and inside bar, when it breaks, it goes very fast because there are lots of stops above here. So, and with this Ichimoku trend analysis, I think it goes up. So once it breaks, it goes sharply. So I hope you catch this uptrend next week. So yeah, finally, let's check this DAX index. Okay, DAX, another engulfing. So I don't know how many times I said engulfing or inside bar today, but yeah, another typical inside bar on the weekly chart. So once it goes break upwards this way, that would be a great buy chance. Yep. So pretty simple, but very powerful strategy to use. So every week, every weekend or Monday, make sure you watch the weekly chart so that you know how it forms. Right? You see the engulfing like this, you see the inside bar like this, then you can have a clue as to when will be a great chance to take a buy or sell towards the breakout direction. So okay, so that covers the whole indexes and commodity and also the forex pairs. So let's review what kind of news we can expect next week and see what kind of impacts we have on these forex pairs. So next week we have a couple of big news. So Monday there's no news, only Chinese news here, and on Tuesday there is a CPI in Germany that can impact the market, and also there is a ECB bank lending survey on Tuesday. And also Wednesday we have CPI on pound in England, UK, and also we have another CPI in Canada. So yeah, euro, pound, and also Canadian dollars might be impacted by these news. And Thursday we have employment rate in AUD, and also there will be a monetary policy in Japan. So AUD and JPY can be impacted by these news on Thursday. And also there's another interest rate decision in euro. So next Thursday we can expect a big volatility in the market. And also there is a monetary policy in euro too. Alright, and moving on to technically Friday morning in Asian time, there will be a CPI in New Zealand pair. And also in AUD, there will be a retail sales, and a couple more news on Friday. There will be manufacturing PMI in Germany, and also another market PMI and euro itself. So big news next week. So watch out for the volatility by this news. If you cannot set break-even line before the news, then I recommend you to exit once and go over the news and look for the new trends after the news would be my advice. But if you can set the break-even line, then it's your call. But what I usually do is once I set the break-even line, then I just watch news, and if it goes backwards, then I just get the break-even. But once it goes towards my direction, then I take it as a bonus. So yeah, make sure what kind of news happens at what time in your time zone, so that you can prepare psychologically. Okay. Yep, and also there is a president news next week also, which can also impact the USD. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this news here. So alright, let's come back to some comments now. Thank you for waiting. So once again, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. I hope you're having a great weekend, great Sunday. So let's see. Alright, hello everyone. Yep, great to see you. Happy Sunday. Alright, sun's shining here. That's good. Yep, great to see you again. Thank you for joining. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Yep, I set the break-even line on Euro USD before I go to bed. So yeah, I'm still on hold on Euro USD sell. Yep. Okay. Uptrending. Yeah, make sure you catch the trend and take trades. I think this is the best way to be profitable. Alright, let's see. Engulfing candlestick should be last candlestick. Yeah, that's true. I mean inside bar, right? Inside bar should be happening on the previous two candles. Yep. So let's see. Oh, thank you for the comment. Love your forecast. Sure. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I haven't closed the position yet. I'm still on hold on the Euro USD sell. Yeah, I think that was on last Thursday. Yeah, I did the live stream and I showed how I took the sell on live. So in case you missed it, you can watch the archive and enjoy how I took that sell. And yesterday, I uploaded a video as to when exactly I set the break-even line, or the importance of break-even before I go to bed or before the weekend. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video too. And once it closes, hopefully I can show it to you on the live stream or on the video later on. Pound JPY, Pound USD double top still intact. Let's see, Pound USD double top on weekly. Hold on, let's see. All right, Pound JPY weekly chart. Oh, there is no double top yet. There is no double top. This is more of a ascending P wave, like this way. So yeah, this is the potential uptrend this way. But because the Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, it might go down in the short term, was what I meant. But overall, I think this is ascending P wave, so I expect the market breaks upwards. Yeah, opportunities on forex pairs. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, forex pairs moves up and down every week, especially in 4-hour chart. In 4, you should be finding the trends every week. The daily chart, maybe not so much, but in 4, you see trends every week on these major pairs. So that's why I take daily or 4 on these forex pairs. But when it comes to indexes or stock markets, I think it's better to take higher time frames for major trend like weekly chart, monthly chart you want to take, because it's more for the swing trades. Alright, gold, draw forecast lines weekly, is that possible? Alright, let's check the gold again. Alright, the gold chart, yeah, we can draw the forecast line still. There is a, from the top here to the Kumo forming at that time, like this, and also the top to the Kumo forming over here. So now you can see that the market is gradually breaking the forecast lines upwards. So this might be retest. This might be retest, and it may go up this way. So yeah, sorry, this is weekly chart forecast lines. So yeah, so let's wait until 25th January week and see if the market lands above or in between or below these forecast lines on the weekly chart. Let's say on the daily chart, you cannot draw the forecast lines because this is flat ranging. The forecast lines are only effective when it's trending, but when it's ranging like this, you cannot take the forecast lines. I don't recommend you to take the forecast lines when it's ranging like this. So yeah, better to take the weekly to draw the forecast lines and wait for the market until the market lands towards the end of the forecast lines. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Silver, right? I don't look at the silver usually, but let's see. Oh, looks like the silver looks to be in the same situation like Kumo flat and Kijun-sen flat, but this is more of the uptrend because I can see that there is a support by the Kijun-sen. But the gold weekly chart shows this is, is broken downwards. So in that sense, I think silver is more stronger than the gold, and this is more of the uptrend. Yeah, let's check the daily chart silver, and yeah, it's flat. Yeah, it's flat at the moment, there is no trend. Yeah, I can see that the silver looks to be stronger than the gold. Alright, let's see. When you watch weekly chart on Sundays, doesn't the Kijun-sen Kumo change on the Monday morning? W1 candle start. Do you check daily chart, weekly chart again on Monday? Do you ever hold a buy sell based on one weekly chart? Yeah, that's true. So as the market forms on Monday, Tuesday, this Kumo Kijun-sen might change on weekly chart. But I don't really look at the weekly chart during the weekday, because I take trades based on daily or the 4-hour chart on forex pairs. I only look at the weekly chart by the end of the week or on Monday because I want to see the bigger picture. Daily chart or above, I want to see it. So yeah, that's the main purpose of taking the weekly chart over the weekend. Okay, I got lots of comments now. So Bitcoin, let's see. Bitcoin, how it's going. I haven't checked that yet last week. So let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin weekly chart is now retracing, now consolidating and also another engulfing here. Wow, there's engulfing candle even on the Bitcoin, which is quite interesting. So retracing now, and I think, yeah, it's still uptrending, still moving up, right? Kumo up, and Kijun Sen is flat, but the Tenkan Sen is up, and Chikou span above the candles. So yeah, better to wait for the breakout of the previous high, 41,937 this way. If it breaks backwards, then you better not to take trades. And yeah, and I don't take trades in Bitcoin, so yeah, I'm not sure if it works or not, if Ichimoku works or not, but if I see this as Forex pair, this is the way I see the chart, so we'll see. Yeah, there are lots of big news next week. Yep. So let's check the daily chart on the Bitcoin and see how it forms now. This is in the range, so this might be in a P wave right now. So let's see daily chart. And AU, yeah, daily chart looks like the P wave, yeah. We see the squeezing P wave at the moment. And yeah, so if the market breaks the Kijun Sen in a daily chart, then I wouldn't take a buy. But if the market is supported by the Kijun Sen and goes up, then we can expect the market breaks the P wave upwards this way. So based on daily chart, that would be the analysis here. Yeah. In terms of the candles, I don't see any important candlestick patterns right now. So yeah, I guess I will just take trades depending on these lines and breakout on the P wave. Alright, great to see you everyone. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. So if you liked this live stream so far, please press the good button. And if you can subscribe and click the bell button, then you get notification as I do these lives and videos every day on different topics. Alright, you're welcome. You're welcome. Euro USD, good support, daily chart 50, moving average, Fibonacci support, alright. Yep, so it can go up. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Great to see you. Yeah, I see all these comments, so thank you for joining on this discussion. Tomorrow gold sell me by 500. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. A pound yen, let's see. In pound yen, this was still uptrending. There was a ascending P wave, as we saw earlier. So yeah, sorry, on the daily chart it's flat now, but in one, let's see, it's downtrending at the moment. So yeah, this was looking like the head and shoulders or the double top you can call, and the market is broke the neckline and it's going down now. So in this 1 hour chart, yeah, it's going downwards. So the target will be over here at the previous low. On this 140.336 level will be the initial target. Yeah, the gold was ranging. Yeah, the gold was ranging, so maybe not trades. Not a good timing to take a trade. Yep, you're welcome for this video. Yep, learning a lot. All right, that's great to hear that. Euro JPY. Euro JPY, we have looked at it earlier, but I think it was on the weekly. This is retracing backwards, and on the daily chart, on the daily chart it's retracing backwards, and on the weekly this is uptrending still. So I expect the market goes up, breaks still upwards this way, but on the daily it's retracing and broke the Kijun Sen. So I wait until the market comes above the forecast lines and look for the buy chance afterwards. Otherwise, if the market goes down this way, break the Kumo, then I won't look for buy chance. And that will be based on the daily chart or weekly. But if you are more short-term trader, like 4-hour chart, then I think the story will be different. In 4, you can look for the sell chance, right? Because the Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span is also downtrending. So if you want to take trade in 4, then that will be a sell. And the initial target will be the previous low in 4-hour chart, which will be at this level. Over here on this 123.886 will be the initial target in this case. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing the whole picture. So there was a previous low here, so that will be an initial target based on the 4-hour chart, is what I meant. Yeah, like this one. So let's see. NZD JPY and Pound NZD. I don't really take trades on NZD pairs because it's too volatile in lower time frames, but we can always check some charts so that you know how I see the market. So let's see, NZD JPY and the weekly chart. Starting from the weekly chart, let's see how it's going. Oh, this is uptrending. Yeah, it's moving up. And also, I just found that there is a beautiful gold cross above the Kumo here. So in the long term, I think this is uptrending. Oh, and there's another engulfing here. Wow, there's engulfings like everywhere. So here I saw another engulfing here. So once it breaks, that will be a great buy chance. So Pound NZD, right? Pound NZD, there's nothing here, right? So Pound NZD, let's see. So weekly chart is flat at the moment. There is no trend. The Kumo's down, but the Kijun Sen is flat. Chikou span is touching the candles, so the market might come back to the Kijun Sen. And there is no trend, so no trace. No trend, no trace is a rule. Yep, I use Ichimoku for higher time frames, but when it comes to taking trace, I mean execute the trace, I look at the 5 or 15 minute chart and use other tools like Bollinger Bands, stochastics, and price actions I use. But Ichimoku, I use it on higher time frames because it captures a nice trend direction and also nice equilibrium in the market. Yep, let's see. USD CAD, let's see, I think I've covered that one before. USD CAD was, where is it? Oh, there's no USD CAD here? Oh, there you go. Yeah, weekly chart downtrending. Yeah, it's down. So, and I like the Kumo thickness here. When you see Kumo thickness like this, this means this is a stable downtrend. So it's a nice and stable downtrending at the moment right now. So let's see. What is your opinion on Heikin Ashi? I prefer candlesticks to Heikin Ashi because Heikin Ashi does not show the wicks up and downwards, and I cannot see these candlestick patterns. So if you want to take these, like if you want to take the stock markets or indexes where there's lots of gaps in between the markets, then I think that would be great to use the Heikin Ashi. But in these forex pairs, I think the candlesticks are just enough. I mean, this is more, it's got more information than Heikin Ashi. Heikin Ashi is good to capture the market direction, but to capture market direction, you can basically use the Ichimoku. So yeah, and that's why I don't use Heikin Ashi. I used to use it before, and I used to use the Renko Ashi, but not anymore, because if I use Heikin Ashi, then I don't know exactly when the Senko span or this Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen will angle. Alright, let's see. Hi Kay, thanks for live stream. Do you use anything other than the candlesticks like Heikin Ashi, Renko Ashi? And the answer is no. Yep, hello Maru-san, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Alright, Euro Pound, I covered it, and this was a, hold on, let's see, Euro Pound, let me recall. It's range. Yeah, range, so it can be supported and goes up in the short term. Supported at this 0.8867 level, because Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat and Chikou span is still very close to the candles. I think it's better to work on major pairs. I don't think minors give nice profits, and in addition maybe some exotics sometimes. Yeah, when it comes to like these minor pairs or exotics, the spreads are kind of wide for the brokers, and also it's spiky in lower time frames too. So I think it's okay to take swing trades on these exotics, but for me, like a day swing trader, I think that's not the one. Yeah. So Euro USD, Euro GBP, and USD JPY, I have already talked about these pairs. So I have already talked the pairs that are on this watch list. So you can watch the archive and find my answer for the analysis. Is Ichimoku powerful than diverging strategy? I'm not sure about the diverging strategy. I don't really use it, but for sure Ichimoku is powerful, and it works to capture the market situation correctly. Yeah, when I first saw Ichimoku 5 lines, I thought it's too complicated, so I was away. Although I saw many informations and I have studied the Ichimoku when I was losing, but I never thought about using Ichimoku because I thought it's too complicated, and with these 5 lines the chart looks to be complicated. But once I mastered the Ichimoku, then I see the power of it. So that's why I use Ichimoku now and try to show the way to use Ichimoku based on my strategy. Alright, so let's see what else we can find here. Yeah, gold, I already talked about it too, so you can watch the archive. But gold basically is flat in daily chart, weekly chart, no trend, So better to wait for the next trend to come. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, Ichimoku, I mean, the Heikin Ashi does not show the current price, actual price. Yeah, that's true. It's Heikin Ashi is actually one of the indicators. Yeah, if you think about it, it's like the moving average. Well, the calculation is different, but it's like the indicator. And it's also the translation of the candlesticks, highs and lows, and closing start. So yeah, it's better to use candlesticks in my opinion with Ichimoku. You know, Goichi Hosoda, the original creator of Ichimoku, right, never used the Heikin Ashi or Renko Ashi. He only used the candlestick to create the Ichimoku. So from this reason, I think it's better to use the candlesticks. Okay, so I guess I have talked a lot today in 1 hour, more than 1 hour. So I guess I will be ending the live stream soon. Yep, I am a day to swing trader, I would say. So I look at the chart, daily chart and forward chart, and when I hold a position, the longest time I hold will be like 2 weeks. But when it comes to exit, sometimes I exit very soon, like 15 minutes or 5 minutes I exit. So that's why I call myself a day to swing trade. Even when I take profit within a day also. If I take trades, for example, in forward chart, once it goes flat, I exit. So in that case, I am a day trader. Okay, so yeah, let's hope that we see some trends next week continuously. So yeah, overall we saw some, lots and lots of engulfing candles like inside bars in the market, indexes, forex pairs. So make sure you wait for the breakout and take trades towards the major trend direction. Is the advice for next week. And also we have lots of big news, monetary policy meetings, and also interest rate decisions and all these. So yeah, make sure you watch news, watch exactly the news happens next week, so that you don't get stopped out with these big news. And finally, the GTS class starting from this April is filling soon. So if you're interested, please contact me soon, and so that I can put you on one of the members. So thank you for joining, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and catch some trends next week. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.